Okay, what you're seeing here is something that's extremely common. People live in these properties for years on end, and then they finally give up, or there's a death, or there's an eviction, or there's a foreclosure. Several things can happen that make the domino effect start, and as it does, they give up and just leave everything. So this is what we're seeing here is someone's whole life just left laying here, and they felt like a fresh start was the way to go sometimes.
Hey guys, we're at a house in Trussville that we're buying Friday. Me and Clyde are gonna rehab this one also. It is a situation where the girl, I think, inherited the house. It's been remodeled in the past couple of years, but they kind of lived kind of rough on it. I think the buyers had some dogs living in the house. But we're gonna buy it Friday. We're gonna try to get in here real quick, put a new roof, new flooring, new paint, redo the kitchen. We're gonna try to have it back on the market in a month.
30 days.
Yeah. So typically, like, this laminate flooring is actually really nice, but the dogs have peed on it, you know, for a year or two, and you can tell it's just kind of buckling up in areas, and I don't know if we can get the smell. It's hard to get that smell on camera, but the smell is pretty rough in here.
In this particular property, I know most of y'all can't smell what we smell at this point, but the number one goal is to get everything out of this property, get it in dumpsters, get it hauled away from the property, and get the smell out. Because if we don't get the smell out in the beginning, what's gonna happen is as we re-put the house back together, we're trapping it in there. So the number one goal is to get everything in this house completely outside, get it cleaned up, and then start the renovation process, putting it back together.
Give some pointers. How do you get that smell out of the house?
Okay.
Subfloor.
Okay. If we get down to the subfloor, our tricks of the trade is we pour ammonia on the subfloor and let it sit for days. As it dries, if we close the doors and come back in and we still smell it, then we take another route. I mean, we'll try baking soda, we'll try ammonia, we'll try all different kinds of things to figure out what gets that smell out of here.
What I'll do also is we'll use oil-based primer.
Yep.
And just prime the whole house top to bottom, and that oil-based Kills will really get the smell out.
And it gives us, and the oil-based Kills actually gives us a new smell. It actually smells like renovated house at that point once you start putting primer back on the walls and paint. But things like this paneling. Paneling will absorb a smell, and it's just gonna have to come out of the property, be dumpstered, and just try your best to get as much of it out as possible.
Yeah.
Okay guys, this is my first time in the property. Things I'm seeing are a lot of damaged flooring, a lot of damaged carpet, a lot of open food. Open food is one of the worst things because it brings in rats, it brings in other animals.
There's also a lot of rat feces in here.
Yes, there's rat feces. We see just a lot of things that need to be addressed before we ever think about renovating a project. This shower here, I know y'all can't see it on camera, but this shower here was probably renovated and rebuilt less than 2 years ago. But because of the way it was handled, we will actually have to take all that out and start over again. Okay, this is the basement of the same property we were just in upstairs. Not real sure plan yet. The main thing is get it cleaned out, get everything in the dumpsters, get the dumpsters hauled off, and just get some kind of plan for this basement also. Seems it needs to be extended. This is a very small room, maybe a bedroom, and maybe turn this into an extra bedroom or nursery. In here, this is our 2-car garage. This will stay this way 100%. Got to keep a 2-car garage. Behind us is the room we were just in. The other side is an open space that we may be able to use as another room. So that may be a great way to do this house. Maybe even add a bathroom down here to make it a 3-bathroom instead of a 2-bathroom. That may help us a lot.
Yeah, but you know, it was remodeled recently. It definitely is not the style that we are going with. So we'll probably try to salvage these cabinets, maybe order new doors.
We may. It just, the only thing that we get into with a property like this is it's a pretty large house in a pretty high-end area. It's a small kitchen. So a lot of times what'll happen is if we see a kitchen this small and we're at a price point of $250 to $280 and we feel like the kitchen's gonna hurt us on the sale end, we'll go in there and pull that wall back, and then we'll just rebuild this whole area as the kitchen and make this the actual whole kitchen itself. Maybe make that over there a dining room area and then a kitchen. Just so it creates more living space like we did in the first house we were in.
The only problem with this house is margins are a little
Very
tight.
small.
So,
Yes.
so we'll probably need to go with the same layout here, I would think. But yeah, it'd be great if you could somehow work an island in here.
Correct.
Maybe if you open that up and put the fridge there. Maybe shift the eating kitchen over some.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the best thing to do a lot of times is just get everything out of the house and then kind of plan at that point. Either way, it's going to be a good house.
It's going to be a great
It's a great
house.
area. It'll sell like hotcakes.